Hi guys, today I'm going to do a bit of a different vlog. I'm actually going to do a bit of an info session on myself. You all know my name is Kat, and what you don't probably know about me is I'm 45 years old and I have something called SLE or lupus. A lot of people ask me, because I've been off work now for 2 years. I used to work full-time as a paralegal, and I've had an accident about 2 years ago, almost 2 years to the day actually, and it was a bit of a nothing accident at the time. I just lifted and twisted a heavy box full of evidence and I ruptured a disc in my lower back, and to a lot of people that's just a bit of an inconvenience and it only requires a few weeks off work or maybe a little bit of surgery and everything's great and we get going again. However, unfortunately I have lupus, which complicates things. And I'm sorry if it's a bit windy out here, but I'm doing it outside because the lighting's a little bit better out here this afternoon. With lupus, it can affect many different systems in the body. It can affect, you get like the classic butterfly rash on the face, you get swollen joints, you get sore lymph nodes, you get ulcers. I get a lot of ulcers in my mouth. You can get chest pain, hair loss. You can get more serious sides like cardiac conditions, kidney conditions, liver conditions. But what it also does is, because it's an autoimmune disease, it sends my, sorry, I'm just getting to your eye. It sends my my immune system into overdrive. So when I hurt my back, my immune system went a little bit crazy, and when my disc ruptured, it compressed my cauda equina and created some issues with sciatica and with my left leg moving. And instead of my body going into healing it and making it better, because of the lupus, it went into overdrive and actually attacked my spinal cord that was already sending out distress signals and made it worse. And unfortunately for me, is no amount of surgery or physical therapy or anything will actually reverse or cure that condition. Lupus is incurable. I do manage it. I do take steroids. I'll just say steroids. I take prednisone daily, which is a treat all onto its own. If you've ever taken prednisone, you'll know all of the wonderful side effects that come with it. But I take that to manage my condition, and I do a lot of physical therapy. It is hard. I do have chronic pain, and a lot of people sort of say, oh, you're so lucky, you've got all day to yourself. What are you going to do all day? And I used to get really embarrassed by that question, and I used to think, well, I'm a bit of a failure now because all I'm doing is I'm at home. I'm trying to manage my pain. I'm trying to do a lot of therapy. Initially, I was doing rehabilitation. I was actually in hospital, doing in-hospital rehab, and then I got to doing outpatient rehab, and now I do my own rehab. So a lot of my days are taken up and I do try and do therapy, but unfortunately with the combination of the spinal cord injury and the lupus, it can actually wipe me out. 1 hour's worth of therapy can wipe me out for a whole day. This may sound like I'm whinging, and I'm really not. I promise you, I know that a lot of people out there have got it a lot worse than I have. I'm just sharing what my journey with lupus and a spinal cord injury has been like, because it impacted my life more than I ever thought it would. It's really shocked me to be 2 years post-injury and to still be unfit to go back to my regular job. And people say to me, oh, I'd love just to be able to lay on the couch like you do all day. And I can guarantee you, you walk one day in my body and you won't like it. I do lay on the couch and I do have the TV on, but often I'm not even comprehending what's on the TV because I'm trying to manage my pain. And I'm trying to conserve my function, what I've got left. I've been told I have to use a wheelchair for anything that's on my feet for over 6 minutes, or if I have to walk for longer than 60 meters. And the reason that is I want to preserve the function I've got left in my legs, being able to walk, because I can walk around my own house now, which is just such a blessing. It will be quite a grim day for me when I can't walk around my own house. So I do use a wheelchair out and about, so if you do see me out and about and I am in a chair, that's why. I have good days and I have some not so good days. Am I lazy? No, not at all. I can do a load of washing, I can cook a meal, I can stack and unstack the dishwasher. what it means to me is I juggle those events, because doing those will result in me needing to probably lay down to rest for a couple of hours afterward. And this is something I took for granted. I couldn't believe it. I just thought, this can't impact me. I'd lived with lupus, a diagnosis of lupus, for around about 4.5 years prior to my accident. So I was already dealing with the chronic fatigue and the other issues. Like, I've got a few kidney issues and I've got a few lung issues because of the lupus. But then when I had this spinal cord injury, everyone's like, oh good, now you can rest, you can take a few weeks off work, you can recover. And I honestly thought I would, and it shocked me. But now I'm actually learning to be a whole new me, and I'm learning to love the life I've got, because it's no use complaining. It's no use throwing my toys out of the cot and having a tantrum, because that's not going to fix this problem. Now I'm learning to be happy, and I'm learning to be grateful for what I do have. I've got the most amazing husband. He is so caring and so supportive, and he's been with me through this incredible journey of ups and downs. I've got 4 amazing kids who have supported me to the hilt. They have just got behind me, and they've picked up a lot of the things that I used to do for them, they've taken for doing for me. And their partners are just awesome. They've really embraced me. Some of them didn't even know me prior to this accident, so some of them have only ever known me this way, but a few of them knew me prior, and it's been an adjustment for them. And I'm really grateful that my children have got such awesome partners in their life that gives them the support that they need. So guys, that's just a little bit about my condition, where I'm up to, what I'm doing. If you've got any questions, if you'd like to know anything more about lupus or about spinal cord injuries, feel free to leave a comment down below. It'd be awesome if you'd just leave me a hi, how you going? And if you'd subscribe, that would be fantastic. I'm also on social media. I have a Facebook page called Kat's Dysfunctional Family. I'm on Instagram on RKLMSK. I'm on Twitter, Cat70. So if you want to get in contact with me, just shoot me a line. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate all your support. Bye.